From 6 News, this is Feel Good Friday.
What surprises me the most about the ability of these dogs is just how sensitive their noses are.
Probably my age and a little bit older are so accustomed to going overseas. You play WNBA, you go overseas. And now it's like, no, you play WNBA, you come down rivaled. And we're gonna take care of you.
A few will hand us produce for it. We build relationships with the local farms and gardens to get the bulk.
Thanks for joining us on this Feel Good Friday. I'm Siobhan Klepfer. 100-year-old Delphine Tedeschi Clayput is one of the original Rosie the Riveters, a title representing women who went to work while the men went to the front lines during World War II. Clayput dropped out of high school in Pennsylvania at the age of 18 to support her country. She was employed in a classified role at an aircraft plant in Maryland. She handled top secret documents that accompanied parts for planes, and she sat down right here on our red couch earlier this week and shared more of her life story as a Rosie with our Sherry Jones.
My parts for plants was just about this size.
Okay.
You know, they were very, I always figured, I didn't know where they belonged, but in my mind I figured they must be for the panel of the plane.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So at the time you said you really didn't know the impact. What about looking back now on your life? How do you look at it differently?
Yes. We impacted the war.
Mm-hmm.
We helped. It was so many women. And you know, being that I didn't work in that department, but a lot of times I had to take something to the department. And I'd just stand there and marvel at those women with their soldering guns and every little piece of equipment, and they had to crawl in all these little spots. I was so tickled that I was doing what I was doing.
Yeah.
I am truly enjoying being a Rosie. Even though I just found out a few years back, but I love being a Rosie.
Well, and I know the community loves celebrating you.
You know what tickles me the most?
What?
I'm walking down the street, and these little kids, little 6-year-olds, 8-year-olds, oh my, I saw that lady on television. She's a Rosie.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Yes, it is. It's just, these young kids are learning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they certainly are. Now, this coming March 21st, Clayput will join other original Rosies at the Capital Region International Airport for Rosie the Riveter Day. It will feature dynamic speakers, vintage planes, and engaging children's activities celebrating Rosies, women in manufacturing and STEM, and much more. So for more information, head to the Scene on 6 section of our website, WLNS.com. Well, staying with those who help defend our nation, a group of wounded military veterans are finding therapy through swimming with bottlenose dolphins in the Florida Keys. The activity at the Dolphin Research Center ended the Wounded Warrior Project's annual Florida Keys Soldier Ride, a 3-day cycling experience for vets. The dolphin therapy gave participants an opportunity to interact with the marine mammals as they perform different behaviors, including shaking flippers, dolphin kisses, splash sessions, and dorsal pulls. Engaging directly with the dolphins helped the vets momentarily forget about their injuries, and several said it was a dream come true. And speaking of helpful animals, at major airports nationwide, the Beagle Brigade is on the job. Natalie Brand has the story on the pup's important work.
Standing guard at international arrivals, the Beagle Brigade is on patrol, powered by their keen sense of smell.
Oh, we got pork floss.
There we go. That's a good boy.
The hounds are on the hunt for fresh produce and protein from abroad.
Meat is not allowed to come into the United States. So the pork that's on the rice, that's not allowed.
Not allowed because it could carry foreign disease or pests that pose a threat to U.S. agriculture and the environment.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
This passenger was sent for extra screening, where additional prohibited items were detected.
We're looking at fresh fruits, vegetables, meats, anything you might be able to plant in the ground, that might do harm to the U.S. agriculture industry.
Christopher Brewer, the Customs and Border Protection Agriculture Branch Chief at Washington Dulles International Airport, showed us some items confiscated over the years, from decorative eggs
Due to things like bird flu, prohibited.
to herbs, plants, and souvenirs like this woven hat.
These are made out of reeds, dried reed. We're concerned about a little tiny mite, red palm mite.
Brewer calls his team the last line of defense, protecting a multi-billion-dollar industry that feeds the nation.
It may seem like a little thing, oh, I just brought my sausage in, but it could turn into a big thing because most of the diseases involved are highly contagious and easily spread.
It's the job of these highly trained beagles, including Philip, to stop that from happening.
The thing that surprises me the most about the ability of these dogs is just how sensitive their noses are.
CBP agriculture specialist Valerie Wu is Philip's handler.
Philip has found a single grape in the bottom of somebody's purse. Or, one time he found a handful of blueberries. Things that don't give off a whole ton of odor, and he can still find it.
A bust that may seem benign, but could harbor a potential threat thwarted by this little guy's nose.
Thank you. No problem. Good job, Phil. Let's go.
Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Virginia.
That's a good dog. Millions of eyes will be on the sky this month as 6 planets will appear to line up in what's known as a planetary parade, and most of them you will be able to see with the naked eye. This celestial spectacle happened last June, but without special equipment, we could really only see 2 of the planets, but this time you'll be able to see 4 of them just by looking up.
Venus and Saturn over in the western part of the sky, they'll be visible to the eye, and then you should be able to spot Jupiter and Mars further over to the east. Venus and Jupiter typically are the brightest ones.
Now, you will need either binoculars or a telescope to see Neptune and Uranus. The parade of planets will last through the month, and for the first few weeks of February, your best chance to see it is on a clear and cloudless night. And so that is where you come in, Kendall. We need some clear skies at nighttime to see the planetary parade.
Hopefully eventually we'll be able to clear our cloud cover up, but in the meantime we have lots of cloud cover, lots of snow, and a lot of cold weather moving in.
All right, your full forecast of those chilly details right after the break, and then later on Feel Good Friday, there's a new way to watch basketball that begins tonight, and we'll have the details on this new unrivaled league. Stay with us, you're watching Feel Good Friday.